Today, Brittany Williams, class of 2006. Our E.E. Ford program graduates first met Miss Williams last year when she was our guest of honor at the annual STEM Luncheon, an event that connects our student scientists with alumni working in the field. And in the 12 years since Miss Williams herself was sitting on these risers, she's taken a winding path back to Holy Child. After graduation, she attended the University of Virginia on a full merit scholarship to study systems and information engineering. In her fourth year there, she was a lawn resident, an honor awarded based on academic achievement, leadership, and commitment to the university. She is also a Rodman Scholar, a Jerome Holland Scholar, and a Jackie Robinson Foundation Scholar. Miss Williams will tell you about her career trajectory herself. But after graduating from UVA, her path took her to the field of investment banking, both here and abroad, to Harvard, where she earned her MBA, to Silicon Valley, where she is a business development specialist at Intel. Ms. Williams is also an entrepreneur who founded her own college admissions consulting firm, as well as an avid volunteer, serving to mentor students applying to college, and is actually leaving tonight for Ireland, where she will be a bridesmaid in a wedding. So without further ado, I would like to welcome Brittany Williams, Holy Child class of 2006 and 2018 commencement.
Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, esteemed members of the board, esteemed parents, proud friends, family, faculty. Thank you and congratulations to all of you. But most importantly, congratulations to the Holy Child class of 2018. I'm sure many of my fellow class of 2006 classmates in the audience can attest to the personal challenges, bouts of self-reflection, and maybe even a tiny bit of disbelief that has come with reaching the milestone age of 30 years old this past year. Well, I must admit that being invited to serve as a commencement speaker at my old high school was all the realization that I needed, that I was indeed 30 years old now, and it had been 12 years since I graduated from Holy Child on June 10th, 2006. All jokes aside, it is an absolute honor and a privilege to serve as your commencement speaker today. I vividly remember sitting in your shoes, wearing the long white gown, holding the red roses, sweating because of a mixture of the 90-degree weather and the anxiety that came with one chapter closing and another chapter opening. But most importantly, I remember feeling immense pride. I was proud to be a part of this special community and to achieve such an important milestone. But when I sat in your shoes, I desperately wished that I had a playbook, a set of advice that would help guide me as I entered into this next chapter. So today, I will share with you two pieces of advice that I learned on my experiences on Wall Street, moving away from home and starting a career in finance in London, and finally, my past 2 years at Harvard Business School. The first message I would like to share with you is just say yes. Back in 2012, I was working in investment banking as an analyst at Citigroup. During October of that year, I was awarded an opportunity to move to London to join Goldman Sachs. To many observing from the outside, this was a no-brainer. Goldman Sachs is the leading investment bank. I'd have international work experience on my resume at the age of 23. People thought, who wouldn't take that opportunity? But for me, I was terrified. You see, I'd always been afraid of being alone. For me, my biggest nightmare was walking into a cafeteria, similar to the cafeteria at Holy Child, and not being able to find a table with familiar friends. So instead, I have to sit and eat alone. So as you can see, moving 3,459 miles away from my family, my friends, and my established work network was absolutely terrifying. But I put my fears aside and I just said yes. And on December 2nd, 2012, I boarded a plane to United Kingdom. And little did I know that my 4 years in London would absolutely change my life. My 4-year journey abroad taught me more about life, love, and fear than any of my experiences to date. Had I said no to the opportunity to work abroad, I would have missed out on travel to over 20 countries across Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. I would have missed out on opportunities to interact in diverse settings and challenge my pre-existing beliefs while also defending my viewpoints to others. I would have missed out on opportunities to sit in on business meetings in Spain, France, and Germany that were held outside of my native tongue. But most importantly, I would have missed out on an opportunity to be humbled by my challenges, to be adaptable to new environments, and to remember to always take a global view. So when these awesome opportunities come to you, and I know they will, I wish that you will just say yes. Do not let fear get to you. Do not think about the what ifs. Just say yes. There's immense growth that comes from opportunities like these. And even if they do not go according to plan, or maybe they might even turn out to be a failure, there's growth in failing forward. So just say yes. The second message I'd like to share is create your own definition of success. I studied systems and information engineering at the University of Virginia, and after 2 summer internships at Citigroup, I accepted a full-time offer to join the investment bank in 2010. In the beginning, I loved my work, but after a while, if I'm being honest, I only stayed because of what I viewed the external definition of success to be. I thought that working on Wall Street was a stamp of approval. It showed that I was hardworking, analytical, and at the time I thought, successful. But deep down, I was very unhappy. I was working 80 to 100-hour weeks, I had gained an unhealthy amount of weight, and I was not leading a healthy lifestyle. In fact, a pivotal moment for me was coming home between 1 to 2 a.m. and noticing a pamphlet that my parents had left on my nightstand on healthy ways to manage stress. It was then that I knew that not only could I tell that I was unhappy, but those closest to me could also tell. And I'm sad to say that even after that defining moment, I still worked on my team for 4 more years. It wasn't until 2015 when I mustered the courage to apply to graduate business school programs, and in August 2016, I embarked on my journey at Harvard Business School, with the goal in mind of transitioning to a career that I was truly passionate about. I'm now very excited to be working at Intel in Silicon Valley on their virtual reality, esports, and gaming team, a technology and a group that I'm extremely excited about. But now, for me, success is not defined by my career. Success is paying it forward and devoting time to organizations that I care about. Success is finding true happiness in the relationships that I cultivate. Success is leaving a legacy for myself and for my family. But do not conform to my definitions of success. I want you to feel comfortable creating your own definition of success and standing by it, because only then will you find true fulfillment and happiness. And now, as a fellow Holy Child alumna, I'd like to be among the first to personally welcome you to the Holy Child Alumni Network. Change can be frightening, I know, but the bonds, the stories, the relationships that you ladies have created here, they do not have to change. In fact, you now have the Alumni Network, which is thrilled to welcome you, and most importantly, you now have a duty to pay it forward to the current Holy Child students. And in closing, as you consider this exciting next step, I'd like for you to remember two things. First, just say yes. And second, create your own definition of success. After all, before you know it, you'll be 30 years old and reflecting on your career and life to date, and perhaps you might even be preparing to give a graduation speech. Be sure to track your story. I have no doubt it will be an incredible one. Thank you very much, and congratulations.